all.
Alright, so today we're going to do a review of our module of food for thought because that's what we're working on, okay? So you're going to get 2 stickies. You don't need to do that. You're going to get 2 stickies, and then you're also going to get your spider web organizational chart, okay? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at our topic, and we're going to be looking at our reasons why we're choosing these topics, okay? So now, last week before, when we were looking at it, let's all go to page 154 in our reading book, please. 154.
There.
Right? So, on 154, we're looking at, are you wasteful or waste aware? So, we're going to go. Right? So we're looking to see, are we wasteful or waste aware? What do we think wasteful or waste aware should be?
Like you throw your food away, you're not done.
Like wasteful?
Yeah, that's being wasteful because so many people out here don't eat. But when we're talking about this, where do we think it should go on our paper?
Topic.
Okay, so we believe it's the topic. Let's write that down.
Okay. W. I missed that. WAST.
You gotta wait.
You need both of them inside the topic,
Is that
okay?
a W or a
WASTEAWARE. You can look right here. Okay, and if you need a better visual, look on page 154
At the top.
at the top, okay? So now, we have 4 what? Reasons, all right? Now, if we look down on the bottom, you have some words that you're going to use, and those are called helper words, okay? Say it with me. Helper words, all right? So, Isaiah, I want you to read the first helper word.
Have to.
Amariana,
Huh?
the second helper word.
Must.
Azaria, the third helper word.
Wait.
On the first
On the first line.
This?
It's this one right here, sweetie.
The third one.
This word here.
Read.
Okay. Gloria,
Believe.
Isaiah,
Reason.
Amariana,
Because.
Azaria. All right. So, as we're working, we're going to be using those helper words to do our reasons, okay? So the question that we're going to be asking ourselves, that we need to ask and we need to figure out here,
I
okay,
need to see that.
is, so let's look at it. We're going to be looking at which ideas that the author lists are wasteful and waste aware, okay? So you're going to do 2 for waste aware and 2 for wasteful, okay? So you're going to go back and get your answers off of page 154, all right? So I'm going to give you all a highlighter.
I was still writing.
Okay? I'm going to give you a highlighter. And you're going to highlight your parts that are wasteful. And you're going to highlight the parts that are waste aware. Now, when the author says waste aware, what do you think waste aware really means?
Not wasteful. You're aware of wasting something.
Yeah, you're not wasting. So you're thinking of ways to what?
Not wasting.
To save it, you know. So if I was to bring my lunch to school, okay, right? And I opened it. I have a can of soda in it. I got some chips in it, and I have a sandwich, right? But my sandwich is in a Ziploc baggie. Is that a wasteful or waste-aware lunch?
Wasteful
Why do you say it's wasteful?
because it's in a plastic
Keep going. I hear you. Come on. You said plastic. Plastic what?
bag.
Okay. Now, how could I change that lunch and make it waste-aware?
You can put it in a lunchbox.
I can put it in the lunchbox, but what's the word we're looking for that we would call it? Starts with the R.
What?
It could be recyclable, but also reusable. Because when we reuse it, what do we do with it?
Use it again.
All right, but how do we do that?
Like
So wash it
Yeah,
out.
we're washing it out, and then we can
And then
use
use
it
it
several and
again.
several times again, okay? So those are the two differences that I want you all to think about when you're looking at it and you're looking for something that's going to say wasteful and waste aware, all right? So you can choose two from the story, okay? So now I'm gonna read it to you so you listen carefully, okay? So it says, are you wasteful or waste aware? What fast and simple changes can you make so food and drinks are more eco-friendly, cheaper, and better for you? Now, during this reading, you should be annotating using your highlighter to find out answers to that question that we asked, okay?
Sanitation.
So, are you wasteful or waste aware? Checklist of disposable items to see how you pack your lunch measures up, all right? So you got a sandwich in a cardboard or plastic box, salad in a plastic box, chips, bars, and cookies in plastic packaging, containers of yogurt, carton of milk or a bottle of milk. I want to say carton or bottle of drink, plastic cutlery, and plastic bags.
So we're supposed to highlight the one we want?
So you highlight what you think is wasteful or waste aware, all right? Because remember, everybody is going to be different, but you're going to be using these helper words, okay? Because what is the author trying to get you to do? He's trying to persuade you to be what?
Wasteful.
Either wasteful or waste aware.
Waste-aware.
We don't know. Which one will you choose?
Anyone?
Waste away.
Okay?
Yeah.
So now it says if you have lots of disposable items in your lunch, consider the ideas below. Or if you're having pasta or rice for dinner, why not make a little extra to keep for lunch the next day, right? So it says pick a carbohydrate, that's pasta, bread, or rice. Choose fresh vegetables in seasoned or canned vegetables. Add protein, which is prepared meat, canned fish, cheese, and cooked beans. Pack or chop fruit into natural yogurt from a large carton. Put your meal and your yogurt into containers. Pour juice or water into a bottle with plastic or strong metal. So which one do you think?
What they mean about
I'll put
trying to pack extra for the next day?
So if you have a lot of food at home and you don't eat it, you put it in the refrigerator, right? And we call that what?
Saving.
Leftovers. Okay. So if you took your leftovers and put it in your lunch for the next day, what are you doing?
Saving.
So that you're saving money, but you're also saving your time because you're packing your lunch, right?
Yeah.
And if you're putting it in that container, you can do what with it?
Save.
What's
Reusable.
exactly. So let's go. Come on. Come on, find your stuff in there. I read what it is. Now I'm gonna tell you what assessing means. Assesses means if you assess something, you think about it carefully and judge it, okay? So if you're thinking about your lunch, you're like, would this be bad for the environment or would this be good for the environment? Could I reuse this or should I reuse this, okay? So you're sitting there and you're like, let me think about that. Then, if something is disposable, it is meant to be thrown away once it has used. So do you want to just throw stuff away?
No.
Right? Alright, so let's go. Okay. Now, come around with you.
Oh yeah, it's this one.
So when you're doing it, you're going to say a sandwich thing, but then what are we going to do with our helper words down in here? Remember, you're going to write a sentence, okay? And you need to use one of the helper words that's down there to do the 4 reasons. So you need 2 wasteful and 2 waste aware, all right? So let's look down here, remember?
Yeah.
Use your helper words, okay? So as you're doing this, you're going to put your helper words in here, okay? So what are you going to start with first?
Have to.
Okay, so you can say I have to, or I must, or I need to, okay? Same thing with you, okay? So you use those words. The helper words are going to help you because when you get ready to write your paragraph, those sentences, all we have to do is put them together because a paragraph consists of how many sentences?
4 to 5. No.
4 to 5, but we need to, our topic sentence is going to be where?
Right.
And then these 4 reasons are what? Our sentences. And those helper words help you what?
Make a paragraph.
Make a paragraph, and it helps you make a
Sentence.
good job. All right? So, all right? All right, I'm going to stop.